as I've been on a road show promoting my book, there has been this dominant voice that the young generation is lazy, they don't participate. On the other hand, young people are saying they are very busy, that they are faced with survival challenges. On my side, I am not going to be judging young people because you know what? I see you. It is not that you are lazy. The fact of the matter is that you have found yourself in a world that is facing challenges. You are faced with having to prove yourself educationally. You are faced with paying rent when you are working. You are faced with starting young families. So that is not the point I want to make today. What I am saying is all of us have 24 hours in a day. You, a rich person, a millionaire, everybody has 24 hours. What I know is that being busy may simply mean that you have not prioritized certain things. Stay with me on this one because it is very important. Maybe it will assist you to organize your life. See, being busy, what does that mean? There's something that I have to share with you. There would be times when I am working and I am drafting something, I will wake up and discover that even what I was preparing is burning because I've been absorbed in what I'm doing. What also happens, I've noticed this, is that young people will be absorbed with scrolling, and then I would wonder, what are they scrolling to? And it's not just young people only, even adults, the scrolling culture that goes on for hours and hours. So the question is, what are you scrolling to? And if that means you and I and everybody on the globe has 24 hours, I am going to be suggesting that it's very important that we then pause, we learn to audit how we spend our time. Me included, because as I've indicated, sometimes I do lose time and I even wonder how I lost time, particularly when something is burning, because I was absorbed drafting a certain article or maybe just reading deeply and intensely. What about you? How do you spend the 24 hours? What are your priorities? So, all I'm saying is that it's very important for us to be aware of how we spend time for a very simple reason. Whatever time we lose, we never regain. Unlike money, with money you can lose money and then make it. But time, when it's gone, it's gone. It just flows and it never comes back. That's why being aware of how we spend time is important. There is a difference between hustling, being busy because you are trying to make ends meet. It's this hustle, you try this, you try that, etc. And just scrolling aimlessly. I do hope that you are not going to be scrolling aimlessly here, because the intention is for us to have a meaningful engagement. After all, this channel is not just about entertainment, it's for us to learn to live joyfully, fully, and be financially successful, and just be ourselves the best we can be. Not necessarily being multimillionaires, but being comfortable in our skin because our lives are meaningful. Stay with me. So that is why today I decided that let me engage you, bearing in mind what I've been hearing, young people saying there is this business. And then I said, we need to unpack the business. So some of you will remember that I have indicated previously, and I have even published a book because I worked very closely with Nelson Mandela. And the book is based on the lessons I learned when I worked closely with him on community projects. The Mandela lessons, there are many, but there is this one that rings true and it talks to me. A whole president of a country, a renowned and highly respected global leader, used to ask me to do simple things, setting up appointments for him to meet people who would not even pay him back or make him important. They mattered. Children mattered. He made it a point if somebody had faced a challenge, I would receive a phone call because he wanted to communicate direct, not even to send me. He wanted to communicate direct with that person, pay his condolences, encourage if it was a young person. And I'm one of those people too who once received a phone call from him. I was going through a challenging time. It was a very simple message. He wanted me to know that he was supporting me, that he was encouraging me. He just wanted me to know that. Now, that is what I call Ubuntu in my language. I am because we are because I am. We are connected. He lived that. And he invested his time, his precious time. He would call late in the evening because he's thinking about somebody. Or early in the morning, he would call because he wants me to set up an appointment for him to meet somebody who needed his support. That is what I call being warm, being a leader with Ubuntu, being a leader of integrity, a leader who cares just by caring. So you can earn the trust. You can earn the respect without expecting anything. But I'm going to come to that because the question then is going to be, I'm not a Nelson Mandela. True. Let's take this further. The concern for other people. You look at your 24 hours and then you can ask, now, where would I find opportunities if I am going through a challenge? Because, as I've indicated, young people say they are facing challenges. The business is because they are hustling to make ends meet. That's very good. So this is what I'm going to sponsor as an idea that works because it also worked for me. Do you know where the opportunities are? They are not in a room where you are scrolling on your own aimlessly. They are out there in meetings, in communities. They are out there in just youth clubs, if you are a member. They are out there in churches. They are in schools. They are at work. That is where opportunities are. For example, if you attend an event instead of sitting at home and just scrolling and think about how hopeless and upside down the world is, attend that event. Show up by speaking when there is a platform, as I've been doing with my book launches. There would be question and answer sessions. Show up. Take that mic so that people know that you are there. You may be going through a tough time, but your input would profile you, and you may be pulled aside by a person and be made an offer of your lifetime. So that is what I am encouraging you to do, the participation. Even if it is on a small scale, get out there, participate, take that mic, show up, be heard, and volunteer. If, for instance, you can. Even if you don't have finances, you will find that if you are committed to what you are volunteering to do, somebody will add value. And you may even, if you are looking for employment, you may find that there is an opportunity. It may also be just a business opportunity because you showed up. So that is what I'm saying. It is a response because those views mattered to me, and then I just felt that let me join young people, because after all, they are not lazy. They are facing it is a complex world, but it's not that those challenges cannot be overcome. They can be. Remember, Nelson Mandela said, it seems impossible until it's done. So, I'm going to give you homework as I usually do. What I'm going to ask you to do is just 3 things, and they are simple. As from today, can you just do an audit? Jot down this one thing that is close to your heart so that you show up. And what I am also going to be suggesting that you do, that is the second thing, is that, as I've indicated, show up. Get out of your little corner. Don't just spend time scrolling. Show up in events, in whatever event. Show up, take that mic, make your voice heard. And thirdly, this is very, very important. Spend 30 minutes thinking about something that is above you, that may seem to be bigger than you. Just 30 minutes. Can you jot down 3 of those things and commit to doing one thing? This big thing. It didn't come easy for me to write a book, but there was an idea. The idea that if I want to share my life experience when I worked with Nelson Mandela, how would I do that? That is how my book, Beyond the Icon, was born. And one thing led to another. So the book has been launched. It was a big idea. I just felt as if I was going beyond my capabilities. And today I'm enjoying the journey and I'm sharing this with you. So before I sign off, because I am far away and I was wrapping up the last leg of the launch, what is important is that you show up. You are not lazy. Simply audit. Be aware of how you spend your time. The experience is that early in the morning, it helps when you just organize your thoughts. If, for instance, you find yourself again slipping back into this habit of just scrolling and scrolling, just be aware. That's all. Just be aware of how you spend your time. And then you come back. I do it. Sometimes I even scold myself aloud that, Linda, you can't be doing that. It helps quite a lot to be a friend to yourself. Not condemn, simply just say, watch it, audit how you spend your time, because there are 24 hours for all of us. The busyness, yes, I understand, but the question is, what are you busy on? What are you busy on? Who are you busy for? And what is the outcome? Are you happy? If you are not, just refine that and keep on reminding yourself, so that at the end of the day, you treasure the investment you make in your time. Because if you lose it, you never regain it. But with money, you can work. If you lose money, you can work and make it again. With time, it never, ever comes back. It is a valuable gift, the gift of time. So, be aware of the busyness. I hope this video is going to be helpful. Can you just share it with other people? Remember to press the like button, and do subscribe as we grow the community of people who want to live a meaningful life, as we are on a bridge to creating wealth, health, and just freedom. Thank you for watching. I look forward to meeting you on the bridge as we are building wealth.